Hello friends, in today's class we are going to see what problem may occur when we try to minimize LR1 collection by merging. Welcome again, and now we will see that whenever we are doing this merging operation, is there can be any issue, or largely what we are saying a case where a grammar can be in CLR or LR1 but not LALR. Okay, so we basically, is it possible that a grammar cannot be in LALR? So that case we want to see here. Okay, so and that will always happen when we doing the minimization, and if there is no problem, then it is okay, but there can be some issues with minimization. So that issue we are trying to explore over here. Okay, so this is the grammar that I have taken, and I'll create the collection for it, the entire collection, and then we'll fill this particular table. Okay, so this is the grammar as does derive dot s augmentation s derive dot aa s derive dot bac s derive dot capital B small c s derive dot B capital BA. Now here the rule is that it will be followed by dollar, dollar, dollar. This will be also dollar, and this will be also dollar. Now dot is in front of A, so I will include here A derive dot D, and here the follow symbol is a terminal, so which is A, and then I also write B derive dot D, and here the follow symbol is C, so I will include here a C. Now this is my state, which is I0. I0 state. Okay, on input s, it will become s does derive s dot followed by dollar. Closure operation is not required. On input a, this will become s derive a dot a followed by dollar, and that state is your I2. On input b, there are two b's are there. On input b, it will become s derive b dot ac followed by dollar. Dot is in front of a, remember, s derive b dot ba followed by dollar. Now here I'll include here a derive dot d, and this time my follow symbol is c, and here I will include b derive dot d, this time follow symbol is a, and that state is your I3 state. So we are progressing very slowly. We are done with B, and then there is a capital B, so there is a capital B, and s derive b dot c followed by dollar, that is your I4 state. On input D, this will become a derive d dot followed by a, b derive d dot followed by c, and that is your I5 state. This is over. I2 is over. I1 is over. I2 is on input what? Small a. It will become s derive a dot followed by dollar, and that is your I6 state. Come here. This is on input capital A. This will become s derive b a dot c followed by dollar, and here s derive okay, both A and B. So this is your new state, and that is your I7. I don't need this part right now. Okay. So on input capital B, this will become s derive b dot a followed by dollar, and that state is a I8 state. On input D, it will be a derive d dot followed by c, b derive d dot followed by a, and that state is your I9 state. So we are done almost, I guess. Few things are left over here. Is this one, C, small c, and S derive B C dot followed by dollar, which is I10 state. Okay, now this one, okay, this one on input small c, it will become S derive B A C dot followed by dollar. Okay, so this is, I've written very small letter, and that is your I11. Space is can be some issue, sometime. S derive, what is this, B A dot followed by dollar, and that state is in finally your I12. So we have this collection, and collection is complete here. And now what we'll do, we will fill this table, and we'll look for the if we can finally do the minimization. Okay, so let's fill the table here. Now I0 on input, okay, fill in the table, and I0 on input S is I1, on input A I2, on input small b it is I3, on input small b it is I3, and on input D it is I5, on input D it is I5. I1 on input usual is accept. Okay, I2 on input A I6, I2 on input A I6. Okay, I2 is not going anywhere apart from this. Okay, I3. Okay, I3 is on input capital A I7, I3 on input capital A I7. On input B it is going to the state I8, on input B I8, on input D it is going to the state I9, on input D it is going to the state I9. Okay, I4 on input C going to I10, I4 on input small c going to the state I10. I5 is a reduced entry. I'll come back here. We'll have to number it. Fine. I6 is a reduced entry. I7 on input C I11, I7 on input C I11, on input this is C, it is going to the state I11. I8 on input A. Okay, I8 on input A, input is not I8 on input A I12, I8 on input A I12. I9 is a reduced entry. Two reduced entries are there. I10 is a reduced entry, I11 is a reduced, I12 is a reduced entry. Fine. So now we are here to fill up the reduced entries, and the first is I5. Numbering is this. This is the number. Okay, starting with S test derive S, and that is 0. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I5 is consist of A derived D dot, which is 5, R5 in A column, R5 in A column, and B derived D dot, which is R6, and that is in C column, R6 in C column. I6 is number is 1 and it's in dollar column. I6 number is 1 and it is in the dollar column, so I'll write here R1. I9 is R5 on R5, which is on C column. I9 R5 is on the C column, and R6 is in on A column. I10 is BC dot, and BC dot is 3, and I will write in dollar column R3. I11 is R2, and in the dollar column I will write R2. And I12 is BAB, and which is R4, here R4, and that also I'll write in dollar column. So we are done with this part, and you can sense here that this grammar is having no multiple entry. So no multiple entry. Grammar is in what? Grammar is in LR1, or we can say CLR. No issue with this. The grammar is CLR. Now what we'll do, we'll be merging this stage. Okay, now we'll start merging, or what we'll do, merging, or we'll do the minimization. So we'll combine the two state which is having same number of LR, number of item dot in the position. The only thing that can be different is the follow set. So I find only two state that is possibly can be merged, and that is your I5 and I9. Okay, so this state I am putting in a double circle. This state and this particular state can be merged. A derived D dot, B derived D dot, both are present. Follow may be different, so that is okay. So that will create a state I59, and it will look like this. So A derived D dot, and here follow symbol is A, here follow symbol is C, so it will become A or C. And B derived D dot, here follow symbol is C, and here it is A, so this will become C or A. Fine. Now, is it a conflict? Is it a conflict now? So let's merge this state and let's comment about this. And here, what I need here is I5 and I9 should be combined. So I'll just remove this entries over here, just which I filled here. So I just remove this R5 from this place and R6 from this place because it may change. And I9, I just remove this one and remove this one. Now I'm ready to combine here. Okay. So here you can see here that here it was the entry was R5 and here the entry was I9 R6. So this will become R5 or R6. Space is an issue here. And here it was the R6 on C column. There was R6, and after that merging here also will have a R5. So this state will have what? Problem. Okay, two entries are there. And what type of the two entries are there? That is a reduce entry. Okay, so now because of merging, it's now LALR table is having a reduce conflict. Okay, so that is the issue with this this LALR parser, that we can summarize this thing in this way, that we can summarize this situation okay. So now we can summarize this situation in this way, that during merge operation, okay, during minimization, if a reduce conflict is generated, okay, reduce conflict is generated, then that grammar is not in LALR. Okay, so we have to be careful during merging or minimization, that if I minimize the grammar and then minimize the table, and in that process if we are able to generate this reduce conflict like here, then we can call it that this grammar is CLR but not LALR. So this grammar is not LALR. Okay, sometime they ask question, is it possible to generate shift reduce conflict? Okay, so is it possible to have a shift reduce conflict? To answer is no. Okay, SR conflict merging, because of minimization or merging, SR conflict is not possible. The reason it is not possible, because we are not changing the dot position. Okay, so we are just what is changed here is the follow set. So dot position is not changed. So it's not that previously dot was not there and then dot will come into that place. That will not happen. The only thing is follow set is changing, and it may be possible previously the follow set is different, like A and C, a set which is disjoint, and after merging they will become the same set, or there is something common. Okay, so that may happen. Okay, but it is not possible to generate a SR conflict during this merge operation. So that is the only issue with merging, that it may lead to a reduce conflict, and if it is the case, then the grammar is not in LALR but in CLR. Okay, so that's all for this discussion. Thank you.